You've got one body, one life to live. So make the right choice, you've got so much to give. Your health, your life, your future.
A healthy lifestyle does not just affect your physical health, it can also affect your ability to succeed and stay successful in school, training, and future careers. Employers value workers who are reliable, focused, motivated, and able to consistently perform their job duties. Taking care of your health can help support all of those things. One major benefit of healthy habits is improved focus and mental clarity. Getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, staying hydrated, and managing stress can improve concentration, decision-making, memory, and problem-solving skills. When your mind is clear and focused, it becomes easier to stay productive, communicate effectively, and make good decisions on the job. A healthy lifestyle can also improve energy and endurance. Eating well, staying active, and getting proper rest help your body handle physical and mental demands more effectively. Whether someone works in healthcare, construction, office settings, transportation, or skilled trades, energy and stamina matter. Healthy habits can also reduce sick days. When people take care of their physical and mental health, they may experience fewer illnesses, recover faster, and maintain better attendance and reliability. And reliability is something employers notice. Mental health also plays an important role in job success. Exercise, stress management, positive coping skills, and healthy relationships can improve mood, reduce stress, and help people maintain a more positive attitude at work. A positive attitude and strong emotional control often lead to better teamwork, communication, and professional relationships. Healthy employees are often more productive because they are better able to stay focused, organized, and engaged in their responsibilities. And over time, strong work habits and healthy routines can contribute to career growth, increased opportunities, and long-term job stability. Success is not only about talent or intelligence, it is also about consistency, responsibility, and taking care of yourself so you can continue showing up and performing at your best. If you are struggling with stress, burnout, sleep, mental health, or other wellness concerns, support is available through wellness staff, counselors, nurses, and trusted adults. The healthy choices you make today can directly affect your performance, opportunities, and success tomorrow.
Consumer health is about learning how to navigate healthcare systems, ask questions, understand your rights, and make informed decisions about your health and wellness. Many people feel overwhelmed when it comes to healthcare, especially when dealing with appointments, insurance, medications, costs, or medical information. The good news is that you do not have to figure everything out alone. One of the most important things you can learn is knowing where to go for care. Primary care providers help with regular checkups, ongoing conditions, and common illnesses. Urgent care is meant for non-life-threatening illnesses or injuries that still need quick attention. Emergency rooms are for severe injuries or life-threatening emergencies. And here at Kittrell Job Corps, the Wellness Center is available to provide support, education, treatment, and guidance. It's also important to learn how to be an informed patient. That means asking questions when you do not understand something. It means understanding your diagnosis, your treatment options, possible side effects, and your choices. You have the right to speak up about your health. You can ask for clarification. You can ask for a second opinion, and you have the right to be involved in decisions about your care. Healthcare can also be expensive, which is why learning how to make smart healthcare purchases matters. When possible, compare costs, ask about payment plans or discounts, use insurance or health benefits wisely, and always ask questions like, "What will this cost?" before receiving services. Keeping copies of bills, receipts, prescriptions, and important medical information can also help you stay organized and avoid confusion later. You should also understand your rights as a patient. You have the right to privacy and respect. You have the right to confidential care. You have the right to clear information about your treatment. And if something does not feel right, you have the right to ask questions or report concerns. Finally, remember to use the resources available to you. Support can come from the Wellness Center, nurses, counselors, resident assistants, trusted adults, community health centers, or reliable online resources. Asking for help is not weakness. Using resources is part of taking responsibility for your health and your future. The more informed you are, the more confident and empowered you become when making healthcare decisions.
Emotional and social well-being are important parts of overall health. They affect how we handle stress, build relationships, make decisions, and respond to challenges in everyday life. Mental health is not just about crisis situations. It's something we should take care of regularly, just like physical health. One of the first steps in maintaining emotional well-being is learning to take care of yourself. That includes getting enough sleep, eating healthy, staying active, and giving yourself time to rest and recharge. When we are exhausted, overwhelmed, or constantly stressed, it becomes harder to focus, cope, and communicate effectively. Managing stress in healthy ways is important. That might include exercise, listening to music, journaling, talking with someone you trust, spending time outdoors, practicing faith or mindfulness, or simply taking breaks when needed. Social well-being also involves building positive connections with other people. That means treating others with respect, listening without judgment, supporting friends when they are struggling, and surrounding yourself with people who encourage you rather than pull you down. The people we spend time with can have a major impact on our mental health, confidence, choices, and future. It's also important to understand that emotions are normal. Everyone experiences stress, frustration, sadness, anxiety, disappointment, or feeling overwhelmed at times. Having emotions does not make someone weak. What matters is how we respond to those emotions. Healthy coping skills help us process difficult feelings without hurting ourselves or others. Talking about how you feel, asking for support, and learning emotional self-control are all signs of strength and maturity. And sometimes extra help is needed, and that's okay. If you are struggling, talk to someone you trust, such as a counselor, CMHC, instructor, wellness staff member, RA, or another supportive adult. You do not have to handle everything alone. Strong mental health and strong relationships help build confidence, resilience, and success, both here at Job Corps and in life beyond it. Depression, grief, and suicidal thoughts are difficult topics to talk about. But they are important conversations to have because mental health affects all of us in some way. One of the biggest things to remember is this: you are not weak for struggling. You are not broken. And you are not alone. Let's start by understanding the difference between some of these terms. Depression is more than simply feeling sad or having a bad day. It can involve persistent sadness, hopelessness, loss of motivation, loss of interest in things you once enjoyed, changes in sleep or appetite, difficulty concentrating, or feeling emotionally numb. Depression can affect mood, thinking, relationships, school performance, work, and everyday life. And sometimes people struggling with depression may hide it very well. Grief is different. Grief is a natural response to loss. And loss does not only mean death. People can experience grief after losing relationships, opportunities, stability, health, friendships, or even the future they expected to have. Grief can bring sadness, anger, confusion, guilt, exhaustion, or numbness, and it looks different for everyone. There is no perfect timeline for healing. We also need to talk honestly about suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts can happen when someone feels overwhelmed, hopeless, trapped, or unable to see a way forward. Sometimes people may talk openly about wanting to disappear or not wake up. Other times, the warning signs may be more subtle. Any talk about suicide or self-harm should always be taken seriously. If you are worried about someone, check on them. Listen without judging. Encourage them to reach out for help. And tell a trusted adult, counselor, nurse, or mental health professional. And if you personally are struggling, please know this: you do not have to carry it alone. Reaching out for help is not attention-seeking. It is not weakness. It is a healthy and courageous step. At Kittrell Job Corps, support is available through counseling services, wellness staff, trusted adults, and crisis resources. Help is available and treatment works. Mental health struggles are real, common, and treatable. And no matter what someone is going through, their life has value.
Let's talk about alcohol and other drugs of abuse. Not to scare you, lecture you, or act like you've never heard of this stuff before. The goal is simple: give you real information so you can make smart decisions and protect your future. Substance abuse affects people of every age, background, and community. And many people don't start out planning to develop a problem. A lot of times it begins with curiosity, stress, peer pressure, coping with emotions, or just one bad decision. First, let's talk about why this matters. Alcohol and drugs can affect both your physical and mental health. They impact judgment, coordination, memory, and decision-making. They can also affect relationships, school, or work performance, and increase the risk of injuries, accidents, violence, or legal trouble. Some substances people commonly misuse include alcohol, marijuana, prescription medications, nicotine and vapes, opioids and stimulants. Even substances that may seem normal or socially accepted can still affect your body and brain, especially in young adults whose brains are still developing. Prescription drug misuse is especially dangerous because many people assume that if a doctor prescribes it, it must be safe. But taking medication that was not prescribed to you, taking too much, or mixing medications with alcohol can become life-threatening very quickly. Nicotine and vaping are another area where a lot of misinformation exists. Many vapes contain high amounts of nicotine, which is highly addictive and can affect attention, mood, and brain development. Now let's look at some warning signs that someone may be struggling. These can include sudden behavior changes, withdrawing from friends or activities, mood swings, falling grades or attendance, risky behavior, slurred speech, poor coordination, or secrecy. And here's something important. Seeing warning signs in yourself or someone else does not make anyone a bad person. It means support may be needed. One of the strongest things a person can do is ask for help early. To stay safe and make smart choices. Develop healthy coping skills for stress. Avoid peer pressure situations when possible. Never drive impaired or ride with someone who is impaired. Know your limits and be willing to say no. And look out for each other. At Kittrell Job Corps, support is available through TEAP services, counseling, wellness, crisis support, and community resources. You are not alone, and asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. At the end of the day, your choices today can affect your opportunities tomorrow. Protect your health, protect your goals, and protect your future.
Nutrition and fitness are not about being perfect or looking a certain way. They are about taking care of your body and mind so you can feel better, think more clearly, manage stress, and improve your overall health. Healthy habits do not happen overnight. Small choices made consistently over time can make a big difference. One of the most important parts of wellness is learning how to eat well. That means choosing a variety of foods that help fuel your body, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy dairy or dairy alternatives. Drinking enough water is also important. Water helps with energy, focus, digestion, and overall body function. Try to limit sugary drinks when possible and pay attention to portion sizes. Another major part of health is physical activity. Exercise does not have to mean spending hours in a gym. Walking, dancing, sports, stretching, weight training, or even staying active with friends all count. The goal is to move your body regularly and find those activities you actually enjoy because you are more likely to stick with healthy habits that fit your lifestyle. Physical activity can improve mood, reduce stress, increase energy, and even improve sleep. And speaking of sleep, rest matters. Sleep helps your brain recharge, improves concentration, supports mental health, and helps your body recover. Most people need around 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. It's also important to build healthy habits gradually. Set realistic goals. Keep healthy snacks available when you can. Take breaks when needed. And remember that progress is more important than perfection. Your mental health is connected to your physical health too. When we take care of our bodies, we often feel stronger emotionally and mentally as well. And if you need support, you do not have to figure it out alone. Wellness staff, nurses, counselors, and trusted adults are available to help guide and encourage you. The choices you make today can affect your health, confidence, energy, and future opportunities tomorrow. Taking care of yourself is an investment in your future because you are worth it.
All right, Bulldogs, let's talk about something most people ignore until they're standing in the grocery store pretending to understand what 12% daily value means. This slide is all about learning how to read a nutrition label so you can make smarter choices for your health, without needing a degree in science or surviving on lettuce and sadness. First, look at the serving information. This is where people get tricked the most. A package may look like one serving, but the label may say it contains 2 or 3. That means if you eat the whole thing, you have to multiply everything on the label: calories, sugar, sodium, all of it. Next, check the calories per serving. Calories are your body's fuel. Too few can leave you tired and unfocused. Too many over time can contribute to weight gain and health problems. The goal is balance, not perfection. Now, let's talk about the nutrients we should limit. Pay attention to saturated fat, trans fat, sodium, and added sugars. Too much of these over time can increase your risk for high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and other health issues. On the positive side, there are nutrients we want to get more of. Things like fiber, vitamins, calcium, iron, and potassium. These help support energy, digestion, bones, muscles, and overall health. One of the most important tools on the label is the percent daily value, or percent DV. A quick rule to remember is 5% or less is considered low 20%, or more is considered high, so if something has 20% sodium, that's a lot. If it has 20% calcium, that's actually a good thing. And here's the biggest takeaway. Don't just look at the front of the package where everything says healthy, natural, or high protein. Companies are marketing to you. The nutrition label tells the real story. Reading labels helps you compare products, make informed choices, and fuel your body in a way that supports your goals. Whether that's feeling better, having more energy, improving fitness, or performing your best every day. Remember, small choices today can make a big difference tomorrow.
Oral health is an important part of your overall health. Taking care of your teeth and gums can help prevent pain, infections, bad breath, tooth loss, and even serious health problems later in life. Good oral hygiene starts with brushing your teeth twice a day using fluoride toothpaste. Brush for at least 2 minutes each time, especially before bed. It is also important to replace your toothbrush every 3 months or sooner if the bristles are worn out. Flossing daily helps remove plaque and food particles from places your toothbrush cannot reach. Flossing can help prevent cavities and gum disease. What you eat and drink also affects your oral health. Sugary drinks, candy, and acidic foods can damage tooth enamel and increase the risk of cavities. Drinking water, especially fluoridated water, helps rinse away bacteria and protect your teeth. Tobacco products and vaping can seriously harm your mouth and gums. They increase the risk of gum disease, tooth loss, infections, and oral cancer. It is also important to know the warning signs of oral disease. Bleeding gums, mouth pain, loose teeth, swelling, or persistent bad breath are not normal and should not be ignored. Remember, Job Corps does not provide dental services. Students are responsible for maintaining their own oral hygiene and finding a dental provider when needed. Taking care of your teeth now can help prevent expensive and painful problems later. Healthy habits today lead to a healthier smile, better confidence, and better overall health tomorrow. Sleep is one of the most important parts of staying healthy, focused, and successful. But it is also one of the first things people ignore when life gets busy. Good sleep hygiene means building habits that help your body and brain get quality rest consistently. Sleep is not lazy. Sleep is necessary. One of the best things you can do is keep a consistent schedule. Going to bed and waking up around the same time every day helps your body stay on track and improves the quality of your sleep. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine can also help. Reading, stretching, listening to calm music, or simply giving yourself time to wind down before bed signals your brain that it is time to rest. It is also important to limit screen time before bed. Phones, tablets, and TVs give off blue light, which can make it harder to fall asleep. Try putting devices away at least 1 hour before bedtime when possible. What you consume matters too. Caffeine, nicotine, energy drinks, heavy meals, and alcohol late in the evening can interfere with healthy sleep. Your environment also affects your rest. A cool, dark, quiet room and a comfortable sleep space can make a big difference. Physical activity during the day helps improve sleep quality, but intense exercise right before bed may keep you awake longer. Stress and anxiety can also interfere with sleep. Talking to someone, journaling, deep breathing, or practicing relaxation techniques can help calm your mind at night. Finally, getting outside during the day and spending time in natural sunlight helps regulate your body's sleep-wake cycle and can improve your overall sleep quality. Better sleep leads to better focus, better mood, better performance, and better health. Small habits today can make a big difference tomorrow.
Hey yo, check it 1, 2 for the fellas and the crew. Got a topic on my mind and it ain't brand new. Some people get quiet, some people get loud, but it's a natural fact, so let's address the crowd. Don't be shy, don't be timid, don't you turn your head. Let's get down to the real talk, from the A to the Z.
Alright, y'all.
Let's talk about sex, the good and the bad, what's next?
Word.
Let's talk about sex, for the boys and the girls, no need to be perplexed.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Word to your mother.
Peace out.
Relationships and sexuality are important topics because the relationships we build can affect our emotional health, safety, confidence, and future. Healthy relationships should make you feel respected, supported, and safe, not controlled, pressured, or afraid. A healthy relationship is built on trust, honesty, communication, and respect. That means listening to each other, respecting boundaries, supporting each other's goals, and communicating openly instead of using fear, manipulation, or control. It's also important to recognize the warning signs of unhealthy or aggressive relationships. Some red flags can include constant jealousy, controlling behavior, verbal or emotional abuse, threats or intimidation, physical harm, or someone blaming you for their actions. Relationship aggression is never okay, whether it is physical, emotional, verbal, or digital. Respecting boundaries is another major part of healthy relationships. Everyone has the right to say no. Everyone has the right to personal boundaries, and consent should always be clear, mutual, and respected. Consent is not pressure, guilt, fear, silence, or manipulation. Healthy relationships involve communication, respect, and understanding, not forcing or controlling someone else. It's also important to make informed and safe choices. That includes understanding sexual health, practicing safe sex, getting tested when appropriate, and talking to trusted adults or healthcare professionals if you have questions. There is nothing embarrassing about learning how to protect your health and make responsible decisions. If you or someone you know is experiencing relationship aggression, abuse, or feels unsafe, talk to someone you trust, such as an RA, counselor, wellness staff member, instructor, or another supportive adult. And if someone is ever in immediate danger, call 911 or alert staff immediately. Respect, communication, consent, and safety are the foundation of healthy relationships, and everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect.
Reproduction and birth control are important health topics because understanding your body and knowing your options can help you make informed decisions about your future. Reproduction is the process by which people can have children. It involves hormones, reproductive organs, eggs, and sperm. During adolescence and young adulthood, the body goes through many physical and emotional changes, and those changes are normal. Learning about reproductive health is not something to be embarrassed about. Education helps people make safer, healthier, and more informed choices. There are many different types of birth control available. Some options include birth control pills, patches, shots, implants, IUDs, condoms, and emergency contraception. Different methods work in different ways, and no single option is right for everyone. One important thing to remember is that condoms are currently the only birth control method that also helps protect against sexually transmitted infections, or STIs. Birth control can help prevent unintended pregnancy and allow people to better plan for their goals, education, finances, relationships, and future. Some forms of birth control may also help manage certain medical concerns, such as painful periods, heavy bleeding, acne, or hormonal conditions. When choosing a birth control method, there are several things to consider. That includes effectiveness, possible side effects, cost and access, protection against STIs, personal comfort, and individual values or health needs. It is important to talk with a healthcare provider to determine what option may be safest and most appropriate for you. It's also important to use birth control correctly and consistently. Using methods improperly can reduce effectiveness and increase risk. And remember, healthy relationships should always involve communication, respect, consent, and shared responsibility. If you have questions about sexual health, birth control, or reproductive health, wellness staff, nurses, counselors, and healthcare providers are available to help provide education and support without judgment. Knowledge helps people protect their health, plan their future, and make responsible decisions with confidence.
Sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, are infections that can spread through sexual contact. They are more common than many people realize, and anyone who is sexually active can be affected. One important thing to understand is that many STIs do not cause symptoms right away, or sometimes at all. That means a person can have an infection and not know it. Some common STIs include chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HPV, HIV, herpes, and trichomoniasis. Some STIs can cause symptoms such as pain, itching, sores, unusual discharge, burning during urination, or flu-like symptoms. But again, many people may have no symptoms at all. That's why testing is so important. The only way to know for sure if someone has an STI is to get tested. The good news is that many STIs can be treated, and early treatment can help prevent serious health complications and reduce the spread to others. There are also important ways to protect yourself and others. That includes using condoms correctly every time, limiting sexual partners, communicating openly and honestly, getting vaccinated for preventable infections like HPV and hepatitis B, and making informed, responsible decisions. Sexual health is part of overall health, and there should never be shame in asking questions, getting tested, or seeking medical care. At Kittrell Job Corps, testing and support are available through wellness services in a confidential and judgment-free environment. If you have symptoms, concerns, or questions, it is important to speak with a healthcare provider or wellness staff member. Getting informed, getting tested, and protecting your health are important steps toward protecting your future and the health of others.
Sexual assault is a serious topic, and it is important that everyone understands the basics: respect, consent, and support. Sexual assault means any sexual act without consent. Consent must be clear, freely given, and can be taken away at any time. Silence does not mean yes, and pressure, threats, guilt, alcohol, or drugs can never be used to get consent. It is also important to know the warning signs. Unwanted touching, ignoring someone's no, manipulation, threats, or making someone feel scared or unsafe are never acceptable. If someone tells you they have been hurt, believe them. Listen without judgment. Respect their choices and encourage them to get help. It is never the survivor's fault. Sexual assault is against Job Corps policy and against the law. It can lead to serious disciplinary and legal consequences. Every person has a role in keeping our center safe. Treat others with respect, speak up when something is wrong, and help create a safe community for everyone. If you need help, talk to someone you trust. Health and wellness staff, a nurse, a counselor, or an RA. You are not alone. Help is here, and healing is possible.
You've got one body, one life to live. So make the right choice, you've got so much to give.